I remember seeing a video. There was a video of this guy, and he'll go on escalators and elevators and different places in public. And I don't know if this is orchestrated or set up, but on the video, he'll just randomly go to someone and maybe trip over, act like he, tripped over a shoelace, or act like he stumbled or something, and he'll stumble into a group of individuals and he'll hand somebody a bouquet of flowers. And be like, oh, my bad, my bad. And the guy will try and hand him back the flowers, and he'll be like, no, it's all good, you keep it. And he'll just walk away or run away, right? Gone. And the guy will look at the flowers and he'll be like, huh? And there'll be a note in the flowers. And he'll pick out the note, and his friends will be like leaning in and like looking at the note, like, what's that say? What's it say? And he'll open the note, and the note will be like, I hope you forgive yourself for all the things you don't talk about. And there's been so many times where I saw that. They read that letter, and tears will start coming down their face. Uncontrollably, out of nowhere. They just start bawling, they just start crying. And you look at them and you're like, why are they crying? Right? What's going on? Why are they crying? They were just fine a minute ago. Some random person on the street just handed them flowers and a note that says, I hope you forgive yourself for all the things you don't talk about, for all the things you don't mention, for all the things you don't tell anybody. I hope you forgive yourself. And they just start crying. And you say to yourself, why? Why are they crying? There's a lot of things that people don't talk about, especially here on social media. People, we like to show the good parts of ourselves. We don't like to show the bad parts or the sad parts, right? We like to show the great parts or the glad parts. But is that always realistic? We understand that some of the most relatable things in our lives are the pain, the guilt, the shame. So relatable, so understandable, so human. Our humanness, we try to hide. The turmoil that goes on inside. And I witnessed in these videos where he'll just hand this guy these flowers, and they just start crying when they see that note, when they read those words. Have you forgiven yourself? This is my question to you. For all the things that you don't talk about, for the things you don't mention, for the things that you have found twisted, for the things that you have resisted, for the inner turmoil that has persisted, for the trials that you don't talk about, for the torture you don't want to touch, for the agony you don't want to acknowledge, for just that inner knowing, that inner knowledge that has been nagging at you for years, maybe even decades. Have you forgiven yourself for what you did in the past? Have you forgiven what someone did to you? And if right now you are realizing that you have not forgiven, what then would you do? Would you be able to be willing to go the rest of your life never forgiving yourself for what you did, for what you didn't do, for what you could have done? Even if you can't go back and change it. Even if you can't go back and rearrange it. Could you be forgiven? With this body you live in, could you be forgiven? There's a lot of things we don't like to mention, especially when it comes to redemption, right? The idea of absolution. Can we absolve ourselves? Are we a problem? Can we solve ourselves? So this is the message today. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. Can you imagine? There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When you discover this, you are less prone to hate your enemies. Martin Luther King Jr. Wow. I didn't even know he said that quote. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. Just think about that. There is some good in the worst of us. We don't like to believe that. And there is some evil in the best of us. We don't like to receive that, right? But the dichotomy, right? The juxtaposition, what is good, what is bad, what is up, what is down, what is left, what is right. Out of mind, out of sight, right? But if we're always having to fight ourselves, can we achieve true health? Can we receive true wealth if we don't have that peace and forgiveness with self? This is the question. These are the lessons. You can forgive yourself right now. You don't have to wait. And as long as you live, it is never too late. Realize that you might see someone shining, and within that light, there's darkness. You might even see someone who is down, but within that darkness, there is light. So would you invite a little grace? Put a smile on your face and realize there's never a race. There's nothing to chase. There's nowhere to go. But forgiveness could help you more than you know. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Keep that grateful, thankful spirit. May you forgive yourself for the things that you don't talk about, for the things that you want to hide, for the things that you have inside, for the things that still reside within you. May you be forgiven so it does not continue. And may the rest of your life be the best of your life. Much love. This has been Jerome Shaw. Take care. We'll see you again very soon.